I have created a messaging sequence that gets me a 34% match to date ratio.
Oh my god!
Every time I match with a cute girl, there's a 1 in 3 chance that I'll see her on a first date.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
That's a pretty high percentage, in my opinion. I would imagine that if you're a top 5% male model looking type guy, you would get that percentage or even higher. But I'm talking about regular guys. And this strategy assumes that you are a regular guy. You have your style down, you have your basic pictures down, you have a good profile description. And if you need some help with that, check out Seduce with Style. The link is here and in the description. So, the initial message that I send is always press 1 for this or press 2 for this. In my case, it's press 1 for a funny joke or 2 for character defining question. Now the reason this line works is because number 1, it's easy for her to comply, right? Just literally one button, 1 or 2. And the second reason this works is that you're letting a girl tell you whether she needs more banter and flirtiness or she wants to get to know you through a character defining question. So here's what I teach my clients to do. That initial line, take the principle behind it. Let's do something funny and then let's do something a little bit more serious where I get to know who she is. Hey, press 1 for interesting fun fact about animals or 2 for my most adventurous travel story. So just make it your own, right? Take the principle, take the structure and make it your own. If she says 1, here's what I taught my client to do. I said, go on the website, Google some of the jokes you like, funny dog jokes, funny dad jokes, and find the joke that resonates with you. Now this particular client, he liked dogs. The joke that he originally found was, why do dogs float? Because they're good boys. Through our feedback loop with me as his coach, we tailored it because we started getting a lot of response from girls saying, huh? Dogs don't float. So we changed it to, why does my dog float? And then we got responses like, because he's a floaty, or haha, your dog's not a real dog. And then he replies with, no, because he's a good boy. And this particular joke, by the way, because it's written, it works particularly well with online messaging. Now, if she picks 2, character defining question, then I write something that tells me about who she is. So for example, right now what's trending is he's a 7, but he makes you laugh. Or he's a 10, but he's not that smart. If you go on highintegrityskills.com and you go to the blog section, there's a blog post called 36 Questions to Make Anyone Fall in Love with You. There's also a book called 101 Questions to Ask Before Getting Engaged. And one of the great questions in this book, in my opinion, is what makes it easy for you to be open and vulnerable and what makes it difficult. So find a character defining question that resonates with you. Ask the question that you really want the answer to. Right? Don't ask questions where it's like, I don't really care. This is just a game. Or this is just a technique I learned from watching Giovanni. No, write something that you actually would enjoy yourself. Make it you. And then the second principle here is make it enjoyable for the girl.
I will not be judged by you or society. I will wear whatever and blow whomever I want as long as I can breathe and kneel.
If I was a hot girl, what would I need to experience in this text to make it feel like it's entertaining, it's fun, it's unpredictable? All the emotions that I want to feel as a girl, how can I provide that for her as a guy? Sometimes I get girls saying 51 or 62, or they reply with some other random stuff. And here's how I responded to that. Now the key here is to stay congruent. Come to think of it, girls that don't answer 1 or 2, this has been a while ago, but they either just like fucking with me for a while and then nothing ever happens, or they end up being really witty and cool and then we hang out and we end up having a good time. So it's either one of the 2, but it's never anything in between. The fact is, she didn't block you, she still responded to you. And so there's still a game to be played there. Congruency is key. And for those of you who don't know what congruence means, it's being grounded in who you really are and speaking your truth. Now, if you're younger, sometimes you don't know your truth. You don't know who you are yet. And that's okay. That's when I tell my clients, respect the process of the search, right? It's like you're in that process of searching and your replies will reflect that. I don't know, I'm just trying this line out to see if it works. 52, well, what would you like 52 to be? Or you can send a voice note like I did. So when you're in the process of the search of who you are as a man, it's okay to just be like, I'm searching for who I am. And there's a certain attractiveness to just admitting that and being in the presence of where you are on your journey. Not everyone's going to be in their 30s like me, having gone through this journey for over 10 years, and I already know who I am and what I represent in life. Maybe you're just starting out, and that's okay. But the point is, bask in the light of wherever you are on your journey, be it the search or in your prime or in the phase where you're building your legacy. So try this line out. And if you liked it and you want more awesome lines like this, and also to learn the principles behind the lines so you can actually start developing a level of game that's congruent to who you are, still get the result that you want with the girls that you really want, then you may want to check out High Integrity Skills /33. And inside you'll find 33 lines that I've already proven, that I worked with clients on, that already get results. And you can learn the principles behind them and tailor it for yourself. You can check out also the upgraded course, which is optional, where I teach you the principles, how to apply the principles, and to develop a really strong level of communication skills that you can use to get the girls and also improve other areas of your life. And if you're on a YouTube binge, here's another video that you can watch that will help you improve your social skills right here.